Welcome. Welcome. The Fresh Air is overrated. The weekly source for anything gaming with Wild Matt and Curbs.
And Steiner. There's a Metallica game that one time, you know. There's games based on everything. So, Megadeth was like, "Ooh, Metallica is gonna make that game. We're gonna make one too." And I don't think that ever happened.
I don't even know. I did not know there was a Metallica game, and that sounds like horrible.
Oh, it's a PS2 game. I think it's a car combat game. I think that's what it was. I don't remember.
Card combat game.
No, a car.
Car.
I'm not. Did it ever actually come out? Oh, that's another question for another day that I can't say that I care too much about. Today, though, is Monday, December 4th, 2017. Megasearcher.com. Hey, the website went down. I paid it last month, and they're like, for some reason, December. It was due in November, so I don't know why in December they're like, hey, we're going to take it down. So I emailed them, and I'm waiting. So it might be up by the time the podcast actually goes up. But right now it's down. But that's where all the VODs and MP3s are usually at. And that's where you can find our video RSS feed for 360p exclusively on our website. But if you do want the 720p video podcast or just audio podcast, you can find it on Apple Podcast, Podcast Addict, and wherever else you get all your pods. And then we're live on Twitch, Mixer, and YouTube. Mega Searcher TV is our channel on all those three particular websites. All right, games we're playing. I played some more HQ this week. I explained it last week. It's a trivia game that's live. It's a video stream. But there's so many people playing it now that the stream is getting laggier and laggier every time I play it. So sometimes you could actually miss questions. I've never actually missed a question, but I've had people that have had missed a question and then they lost, because that's how it works. You got to answer all 12 right, unless you have a bonus life that you get from your friends. So you can miss one question. Last night was $8,500 was the prize. I wonder how many people walked away with how much money. Because the last time I played was 8,000, and I think it was 190. I said or something like that everybody won, which is a pretty good payday for just playing a game for 15 minutes.
I still don't understand how that is profitable of any sorts.
Me neither. Hey, Vine is no longer around, which is they created Vine as well. So, that could explain something. Maybe this won't be around that longer either.
Yeah.
I played that kart racing game. It's a VR kart sprint. I paid $1 for it. It's really fun. It's a kart racing game. It's what I want in VR. Just give me a racing game. Just give me all the racing games in the world. I don't know why people aren't making those games more, because it's cool. I went to my parents' place yesterday, and I got them to play it. They both got kind of sick. I'm just like, man, you guys really suck at motion sickness, I guess. Or they're just old. Whatever. One of the two. And I played Don't Touch Anything, more of it. I actually figured out how to open the second panel. I'm not 100% done with all the endings yet. I might be at 70%-ish. So I'm going to try to finish it this week. Played 2 or 3 hours yesterday. That game is awesome. Don't touch anything.
That sounds like a long time for something so simple, but sure. In one sitting, you mean? Or in
yes. About what? Yeah, well, I took some breaks, so I guess I played maybe an hour and a half total in the 2 hours that I sat down. I think you could play that without VR. I don't know. Anyways, that's all I played.
Yeah, I didn't play too much. I played some StarCraft 2 and Fallout 4. That's really about it.
Cool.
I don't think I touched anything else.
You saw that StarCraft 2 clip I linked right before the show?
That was StarCraft Brood War, but yeah.
Oh well, yeah, StarCraft. Yeah, the first, whichever version it is.
The dude playing with his toes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think he does it that often because he was looking to make sure he was pushing the right button sometimes. So I think he was just fucking around. Yeah. Oh, what was I gonna say? I got Deer Hunter for $1 on VR. It's terrible. It's terrible. You would think that maybe it would work. Maybe you could like look down your scope and the deer's like 300 yards off. You're like, that's too far. That's too far. I'll let him come in a little bit. Okay, he's 200 yards in. That's a little bit better. Boom! No, they're literally right in your face the whole fucking time. They're literally right fucking there. So it's cool though because you can enable one-eyed reticle mode. So when you bring up your gun, you actually have to close one eye, and then you're just looking down the scope.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool. It's like there's some good ideas in there. Just fuck the execution of it. It's pretty terrible. But it is one of like those super early VR games. I think it came out when the actual Gear VR came out in like 2013 or whatever. So it's pretty old.
Well, I'm assuming it's the same game as what the non-VR version is.
No. It's super simplified. That's why when I saw Deer Hunter, I was like, hey, this could actually be okay in VR. You're like in a tree stand, setting up tree stands and like setting up different positions. And you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to take down this fucking deer. But no, there's none of that stuff. It's pretty shitty. The most exciting thing was I shot a wolf and I kind of just grazed it and it got pissed off and it came right at me. And I shot it in the face.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Switch to the shotgun and take it out.
Mm-hmm. There was a shotgun. You do get a few guns. But yeah, it's pretty easy. That's the only thing I don't like about it. It's like, start this mission. And then the deer's right in front of you. You go, oh, I'm going to shoot it in the lungs. Bam. Oh, it's dead. Cool. You got him. And then it's the next level. That's it. That's all I played. New releases, there's not that much this week. I guess the new release of the week is what? Horizon Zero Dawn
Complete Edition. I would think so, yeah.
Dead Rising 4.
Big package did not sell well.
Well, I heard that Frank's Big Package actually made the game better. So, I mean, if you can get it for cheaper, and it's on PS4 now and also Xbox, which it always has been, you could get it for cheap, maybe, and maybe you would have fun with it. Because that's the thing about Dead Rising 4. I didn't hear that it was bad. Somebody in the chat room is asking, "What's up with the dude on the right? Is he high?" That's funny because I'm the one that'd be high.
Yeah,
and I'm on the left.
Sure.
So I don't know. It's a weird question. Steiner, why do you act so high all the time?
I do.
Apparently, according to this magical giant.
I might just look zoned out because my wife snores like a fucking rhino or something.
And that's why you want to do the show at 12 now, because you can say shit like that and she won't hear you.
I don't give a shit she hear. I bitch at like, oh my god. She woke me up about 4 times snoring. And I'm like,
get her that mouthpiece thingy.
What mouthpiece thingy? She has
like,
some mouth guard.
Okay.
Already.
Well, what kind of mouth guard? Is it a mouth guard to protect her teeth, or is it a mouth guard?
Yeah, no, it's to protect her. She grinds or something.
Okay, yeah. Well, I have that too. She needs one that does that and also does the snoring thing. You can get a 2-in-1 combo. Just ask the dentist next time you're there. Because the thing it does, the other one is it keeps your mouth not open, but it keeps your tongue down.
Okay.
So it doesn't move, and you theoretically should not snore. Theoretically, it works for about 90% of people, though, because some people snore from like their fucking throat. So you can't do that with just keeping
her sounds pretty nasally.
Well,
so
I don't know if the tongue depressor would actually do anything. I don't know. I would still try it. you can buy it at the store, that thing, for pretty cheap too. So if you just want to try it for one night or something, there's a lot of solutions to snoring. You should do something about it because
push her off the fucking bed and kick her head in. That's
because my mom snores sometimes. It's not all the time, but when she does snore, it's like, holy shit. I'm not sleeping tonight. When we used to go on vacations and shit, it's like she's like right beside me in the next bed. It's like, damn it, fuck, not sleeping. All right, and then Jack, the first one, whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah, well, Jak and Daxter.
Yeah, Jak and Daxter. What's the first? What something world? What?
I think it was just Jak and Daxter.
I thought there was a subtitle. Anyways, 2, 3, and X are out, and X is the racing game. PS4 today or this week. I think it might be tomorrow, but I'm not too sure.
So yeah, Jak and Daxter came out a bit ago, did it not?
Yeah, we talked about it.
No,
So-
there is a subtitle or prefix to it, but it doesn't actually. Like, it says it on the box art, but then I click on the image and it's too low res to actually read what it says.
I don't remember what it is, but anyways. Let's go on to the news of the week. So Sony had a pretty good idea for December. They started this promotion, but they failed pretty bad at executing it. Well, I mean, if you read the fine print, you would have known, but who reads that shit? So, if you're a PS Plus member, you were able to get a PS VR headset free for 15 days through this promotion. I don't know if it was on the actual PS4 you had to do it, or maybe the blog or some.
So that means it would have been shipped to you.
Yes. So you're getting charged $300 straight up front. Then when you return it, you get it back. But if you keep it, it's only $300, which is a pretty good deal because it's the Skyrim bundle, which is normally $450. So, that comes with the camera, the controllers, the game, and the headset. So you get everything that you actually need to use it with Skyrim.
Yeah. So
that's cool, but it was limited to 1,400 units. So
and I'm assuming that's swept like all North America.
I think this might have been only America.
Oh.
Yeah. I could be wrong. The thing about Canada, well, I get Canada's a big open space and it's pretty spaced out, because I know in Montreal and Ottawa and in Toronto you can go play PSVR right now in a store if you just want to try it.
Yeah.
So, but I guess this idea was like to be able to give it to people who can't go to those things. But anyways, 1,400 units is not a lot. Not a lot.
No.
And they got picked up all right away. And they were actually turning down people at the end. And now you can't even go to the site or the link or whatever it is anymore.
Nice.
Yep. More PlayStation news. They said this week, we had the biggest Black Friday in PlayStation history. Yeah. We sold more consoles than we ever have in our 22-year history. So, and then they said PS Plus is a natural addition to that. Ooh, so they sold even more stuff. Cool. I don't know how many they sold, but that sounds
well, they had
impressive.
A lot of sales for the Plus members, so I could see that being a pretty good.
Yeah, but they sold consoles.
That's a little surprising.
We sold more consoles than we ever have.
Yeah, on any single Black Friday,
yeah.
Sure, perhaps, but
or maybe he just means single day ever.
I think it was in sale.
That's a loose quote.
The way I heard it, it was in sales.
Yeah.
They made more money on that Black Friday than any other Black Friday.
Oh, I'm sure the sales were pretty cool, but like this specifically says consoles.
More consoles than ever.
So
yeah, I don't know. Good for them.
Yeah. The consoles were super cheap this Black Friday. So if you wanted a regular PS4 Slim or a regular Xbox One S, you could get that shit for like $200 less or less than that.
American, I think they were $220 they were selling for, but that probably came with a game.
I know the deals are pretty awesome if you didn't have a console already and you wanted one.
Yeah.
So
I was looking at pros and they were still pretty expensive, so I didn't bother.
They were still. I would say the deals were all right, but yes, still expensive. Those consoles are expensive.
So I did pick up the PlayStation VR for the Gran Turismo bundle for 400 Canadian. But that's just the game and the headset and the camera. I already have the wands or the move remotes or whatever the hell they're called.
Oh, controlling a game with tilt for driving is actually way better than I thought it was going to be. Because I have actually used a controller with an analog stick before.
So
and
tilt, you're like turning?
Sucks. No, the controller. You're tilting the controller. You're tilting it right and left.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Like you would like an iPhone, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like that, it surprisingly works really well.
Yeah, but I don't. That's giving you the 270 degree. Like, I'm not saying it doesn't, but I don't. I'd much rather drive it like it's a fucking car with the like 1080 degree turning. So you're actually driving a fucking car.
Sure.
But then you're driving a car at 250 miles an hour.
I am just comparing this with an analog stick.
Yeah,
which,
sure.
gives you way less feeling and.
Yeah, analog is horrible. That's why I don't play racing games, because having an analog stick is horrible.
Yep. Hey, that's it. That's it for PlayStation news. Until a little bit later on, we'll talk about some Sony stuff. So the PlayStation company announced today that the monster catching series, hey, that's called Pokemon, has passed 300 million games sold worldwide since its series debuted 20 years ago. So from the very beginning in 96 until now, 76,
that seems low.
76 games. 300 million. That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, but like for the DS games, man, like how? I'm just like they must sell 15 million. What like?
Yeah, well,
Moon and whatever for each of them.
I imagine that
alone
76 is a lot. So there's no way that there's 76 mainline games. They have to be counting some of the offshoots.
Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely.
Like Pokemon Stadium and some of that bullshit.
Yeah.
Probably didn't.
I'm just like just the DS games I would have thought would have sold that. No, not including any like.
I don't know, man. 300 million is pretty impressive to me. That's a pretty good number.
You know, but just the sheer number of fucking like you're talking like go back all the way to like red and blue and yellow or what like.
I know, and those
how many
games
of those
sold a lot.
Exactly. That's what I don't. Like I would have thought it would have been more like 500 or 600 million.
I feel like those games fluctuate a lot. Like yes, they sell a lot, but is it all the time? I don't know how popular the GBA ones were. I don't know how popular. I really dropped off after Yellow, so I don't know. I have no idea after that. But anyways.
Well, you do even have a note saying that Sonic the Hedgehog is at 35 million for reference.
350.
Yeah, sorry. So that really is like I would have thought Pokemon would have sold Sonic Hedgehog.
Way more Sonic. Way more Sonic.
More than 76.
Oh, dude, yes. Dude, yes. I'm gonna go look up Sonic the Hedgehog games Wikipedia.
Like I'm not like the Pokemon games are good games. The issue is it's this pretty much just tiny minor improvements every time they release a game, opposed to like so it's just there's too many of them that I have with it.
God damn it! It won't give me a total, but Sonic the Hedgehog started in 91, and there's a lot of them. There's a lot of games. Oh Jesus! Oh my God, there's even more than I thought there was.
Yeah, no, but like they would have had Sonic like.
Oh, dude, there's at least 200 games here. Jesus, there's at least 200 games here. So it's fucking, the good ones, let's say they sold, 15 million, 20 million. That's adding up. And let's say the not so good ones on the Dreamcast probably sold pretty okay too. So I'm sure that figure is right. 350 for Sonic. Imagine how many
Okay,
games
I
Mario
don't. I'm
sold.
confused on like Mario and Sonic.
Yeah, those are Sega games. So those are Sonic games. Anyways, all right.
Okay, I don't because the total I'm seeing here is 100 million for Sonic on the wiki page.
Well, I don't know.
And I'm not seeing that many here. These might be just the core Sonic games, which are just what I'm assuming most of these are. And these are even the re-releases of Sonic the Hedgehog 2007 or 2006, sorry. Sonic Lost World, Sonic Boom, and then the Mario games on top of that. Like I'm seeing here just for the main Sonic games is 22 million.
I don't know then.
Which that sounds about right. That is main. So obviously, like the Mario Sonic games sold shit ton more than that.
22 million doesn't sound right to me.
Sonic didn't like. Sonic was garbage though. Like I don't.
Dude, how many fucking Genesis are out there?
Not that many. Like 12 million, 15. Like how many Genesises were sold? Like 22 million
so,
at most.
Okay. No, dude, I'm looking this up right now.
Yeah, go for it. Genesis did not sell that well.
Units sold 30 million.
Okay,
30 million. Okay. How many of those millions have Sonic? Fucking 90 million, because there's fucking 1,000 fucking Sonic games on the fucking Genesis. There's no way that sold that low. There's no way fucking Sonic sold that low. There's no fucking way. I don't care what Wikipedia says. Even though I'm using Wikipedia right now for the Genesis stat.
Like I don't think like it says it sold 15 million for Sonic the Hedgehog.
That doesn't
6 million for Sonic 2.
Oh,
and
that's Sonic, dude. That's Sonic the Hedgehog 1. That's Sonic the Hedgehog 1. 50 million for one game.
Yeah.
For one, yeah. So I'm saying it's 350 million for all of Sonic, but Wikipedia says it's 85 million here.
Yeah, well, no, that's the total for the Mario, or no, that's the total for the Mario games and for the Sonic games combined is the 87.82 million estimated. Because that's all games on console.
I know. I can read it. It says 85 million, but that still doesn't sound right to me. That does not sound right to me at all.
That sounds about right to me. Sonic did not sell very well, and the only reason Sonic the Hedgehog has 15 million is because it was sold with the console. And they count those units sold as a sold unit.
How much does it say that Sonic 2 sold? Yeah, Sonic 2.
Sonic 2, 6.
That sounds low to me, man.
And then Sonic 3 sold 4. And then, like...
Worldwide, it's only 4 for Sonic 2. Or 6.
Yeah, 6 million. Well, it doesn't specify world, like it just says sales. Again, outside of North America, Sonic did not do very well.
No, dude, like Sonic is pretty popular in Europe. He might be more popular in Europe. Anyway, so don't forget, those games got re-released a bazillion times.
Okay. Now there is a caveat to these are reviews, so like I'm not seeing because the games I'm seeing for 21.7 million don't include Sonic Unleashed and Sonic Rush.
That's what I'm saying. There's no, that number sounds way low to me. It's way low. It's fucking Sonic.
Like Sonic Boom is like some of the I don't fully understand.
Dude, there's Sonic fucking cartoons. You don't sell 85 million fucking games and have a cartoon. That sounds low to me. It just sounds way too low. Anyways, let's move on from this.
350 million sounds way too high.
Not to me. Not across all the games. And you got to consider too, the Wii. The Wii was super fucking popular. I bet those Sonic games on the Wii did really fucking good with Mario, specifically the Olympic ones.
Yeah, well, those two of them did pretty well, and the other ones were kind of meh, from what the numbers on this wiki page are showing.
And still, 6 million for Sonic 2 sounds low to me. Okay, maybe if it's just Genesis, maybe I'll consider that number. But man, there's 30 million Sega Genesis out there. People had to have bought the second one. I don't know. Anyways, so moving on.
I don't know.
We talked about Disney's Marvel Heroes last week and how they were shutting down and they were going to do it at the end of the year. And Gigante Games were like, hey, we got this covered, guys. We'll shut it down at the end of the year. We'll have a big party. Bam! Over the week, whoever the primary owner of Gigante is, I forget who it is. Might be Disney. They're just like, oh, we're shutting this down. Get the fuck out of here. Everybody's laid off.
Well, I don't know why they shut it down earlier, but the reason the game is shutting down is because they lost their license with Disney, so they are a separate
I'm
developer.
assuming the reason that they shut it down early is just because, like, you're just wasting money now if you're just doing this now.
Likely, yeah. on the developer's portion, yes, I would absolutely agree with that.
Well, it's not even the developer, because it's whoever owns them.
Well, which would be, I think they're, well, okay, fair enough. It could be a publisher-based something. I don't know who their publisher is because they are an indie game, essentially, from what I could understand.
No, well, I think Gigante, what the hell did they work before this? Let me look at this, because I know that they're a pretty big game studio. Did they work on a WWE game before this and wrestling games? And Mortal Kombat. Yeah. Hey, I fucking totally remembered that right. They worked on a wrestling game. They worked on Mortal Kombat. So it was a spin-off from a Chicago-based developer, and John Tobias, the co-creator of Mortal Kombat, was a co-creator of Studio Gigante. And then, I don't know. It's weird. Anyways, let's move on from that. It was a Diablo multiplayer Marvel thing that was okay while it lasted. The real problem with that thing is that it just came out on consoles. It literally just came out on consoles. So a bunch of people spent money, and it's like, oh, we're shutting down. Bye, guys. And Microsoft are actually giving refunds to everybody for that game.
Wow.
Sony hasn't said anything. All right, Tekken boss Katsuhiro Harada is going to be at Brazil Game Show 2018, which is 11 months from now. So it's like, I think it's early November next year. The reason though this is big news is I think this is the first time that they're actually getting like huge video game things there, and the Brazil Game Show started in 2009. So like this is the first time where like actual like big news is gonna come from an actual big game, because Tekken's not gonna go there and be like, we're here, it's Tekken, have fun, guys. For sure, like some DLC character is going to be announced or something that's going to be sweet. Something's going to happen. I don't know. Is there some cool Brazilian character from like Street Fighter that put Blanca in there?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, and to the point that it's 11 months away, really doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. So that's why I think it has to be something if they're talking about it now. He's actually opening the show. He has like the opening ceremony talk.
But I still don't like E3 would be then like what 3 or 4 months after or before this.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. It might be.
Almost when's Tokyo Game Show? That would then be like 2 months.
Well, PSX is right this weekend, so.
Yeah, so then that means like this would have been what, November or October 17 is when the Brazil Game Show 2017 would have been in October, November. So like Tokyo Game Show is in September. Tekken, Tokyo Game Show.
Hey, there's a lot of video game shows now, yo.
Fair enough. But why would he go to Brazil to...
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe it's a Brazilian character that's going to be in...
Fair enough.
In Tekken.
But I just announcing that 11 months beforehand, like I could maybe see 3 months beforehand.
Well, so the second character they announced for DLC in Tekken, I don't think he's out yet. Howard Geese from Final Fight, or the other thing. They're both the same universe, but Yeah, so that character's not out, and they announced the Final Fantasy dude. So the last one's not even out, and they have the Final Fantasy dude to work after.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
We'll see.
That's very strange to me.
Tekken's weird. Tekken is strange, period. Tecmo, weird. They're just weird to me. I don't get Tecmo. Out of all of the Asian developers, I have no idea about Tecmo. They're off in their own world doing their own thing. I don't know. Capcom, Capcom, they're very public with everything. They're almost too public. So like, just shut the fuck up, make games, just be like Tecmo.
Well, yeah, Capcom's gone quite international though. They do have a number of North American studios, and but
Tecmo works with Team Ninja, right? Am I? Yeah, no, that's pretty sure.
I don't want to say no, but I'm
pretty sure. Is Dead or Alive Tecmo?
I do know that.
Okay, what's Tekken? Am I getting all these Asian developers confused?
Yeah.
Tekken is Bandai. Bam, I got that wrong. Yeah, it's Namco, not Tecmo. Similar names. All right. The online functionality of Demon's Souls is going to be taken away early next year in North America. So we talked about it last week that in Asia, in Japan, it will be taken down at the end of the year, and they're doing it early next year here. So, hey, you can still play it, but all the stuff that made that game cool to begin with is going to be taken away. Like all the comment bubbles of everywhere everybody dies and all that stuff, gone. But yeah, that's it. That's that news story. Bungie shared this on their blog. Tomorrow we had planned to conduct the final stream prior to the launch of Curse of Osiris to show off some of the weapons and armor of the expansion. Instead, we are investing all our efforts into delivering some higher priority information about Destiny 2. You'll hear from studio leadership about their assessment of Destiny All Up. They'll talk about our goals from the game going forward, and you'll learn about how we're reacting to your feedback with some game updates that will arrive in the next few weeks. So yeah, they were just going to do a stream of the game and be like, hey, look, this is Curse of Osiris. It looks cool, doesn't it, guys? But they were like, the stream actually turned out to be like, oh my God, we're sorry about everything. We fucked up, guys. Shit, sorry. Destiny 2 is weird. I think Destiny 2 is weirder than Destiny 1 was. Even though it's more streamlined, there's some weird shit about that game. Capcom, they're doing a 30th anniversary stream for Mega Man right now, today, in an hour from now, if you're watching live at 2 p.m. Eastern. They're pretty much just going to talk about it and be like, hey, do you remember the music in Mega Man? Wasn't that sweet? It's only an hour, so I really don't know what the fuck they're going to talk about. And I don't think that they're actually going to have any announcement regarding Mega Man because, it's Capcom. I guess I should have brought this up earlier. The Destiny 2 free trial is up now for everybody. So if you want to play it on PC, Xbox, PS4 for free, go for it. I think it's a 15-hour trial. I think that's what we said last week. But anyways, it's up. Go get it. Microsoft is offering folks who picked up an Xbox One X during launch a 4K UHD download for the Lego Batman movie. Just for free. You just go turn on your Xbox right now if you haven't in the last few days. And you could go get Lego Batman for free. If you got an Xbox One X. The Game Awards are this Thursday night. And you can watch it on every conceivable streaming platform ever. So, YouTube, Stream, Mixer, Xbox, PS4, Chromecast, Apple TV, whatever the fuck you want to watch it on. You will be able to watch it on it. What do you think about the Game Awards? You think anything is going to happen?
I don't really care.
Kojima is going to be there, and he will say some things that may or may not be detailed about his game. He may or may not say something substantial. He may just come up and say, "My game's cool, guys. Yeah, here's some footage." Or he might actually talk for a little bit and actually say something cool. Who knows?
Sure.
Who knows? But that he will definitely be there. 100%. And that's all I expect is as Death Stranding news. But except for that, I guess PUBG is going to win Game of the Year, if I had to guess. That's my guess.
I don't. Sure.
If not that, then Mario.
I would hopefully put Breath of the Wild above Mario, but
oh God, what? Get out of here! Get out of here! I would put Horizon over fucking Zelda. Get out of here! Get out of here! That's just me though. And then there's also the PSX this weekend, the PlayStation Experience happening right after the Game Awards. And I actually expect more news out of that than the Game Awards. What the fuck they're going to say, I don't know, because they literally just had a convention talk last month in Paris. So I don't fucking know what else they have to talk about at this. I wish this thing was still in Vegas. Vegas made it feel cool. This is just in fucking California somewhere where all the other conventions are. It's just like cool, nice. Did you see the PUBG game for China?
See it? No. I didn't think they actually had done anything yet. I know they were making there were clones of it for mobile or whatever.
Yeah, so that's the footage that came out. So I don't know if there's two games that they're working on. One of them was like a naval combat game where the actual PUBG doesn't have that. And then this other one that they're working on is straight up just like a recreation for phones. I'm getting the video because I forgot to load it. So I guess I wasn't ready to actually start the show. But it's all good. I can just get it loaded. It looks a lot like PUBG, so that's good. Phones can pretty much run Unreal, so you just have to scale it back to run properly on phone. I wonder how good Chinese phones are. Are they all super powerful?
Well, most of the phones are made in China.
Yes.
So
well, I know that.
I would think their phones would be pretty much the exact same as what we would have. I wouldn't see why they would be different.
They could have slightly more powerful phones. It could just be more of a normal thing there than it is here. Because I know here it's super expensive to get a really good phone nowadays. An iPhone X is not cheap.
No.
So, I mean, the main difference is when the people die, it seems a little bit more comical. It seems like, I'm putting up my hands in the air and I'm falling over. And also, the blood splatter when you get shot is not red. It's a different color. It's like green and some other bullshit. Yeah. So I guess they're shooting paintballs in this game.
Yeah. It's kind of what I was guessing they were going to do. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting.
For it to be on the phone is the interesting part to me. Because I didn't even know that. I had no idea.
It's going to be a much dumbed down version. It's not going to be the same.
Oh, of course.
Game,
but just looking at the footage, it looks pretty alright. And I wouldn't describe PUBG as being super in-depth and varied, you know? You run around, you pick up shit, and then you shoot. It's not super complicated. There's not much to it. You know, like, I don't know. I really don't like PUBG. I really don't like it. It's not a good game. If the gameplay was sweet, then yeah. But the whole gimmick is the online thing. That's all it is. It's a gimmick to me. But anyways, it looks cool for a phone game. That's all I can say about it. If you remember the PS2 theme, you can get it on the PS4 right now. Some dude collaborated with Sony, and actually Naughty Dog as well worked on this to make the background all super awesome. So like the actual clock that was in the PS2 theme is in here. The things like the white specks of light that were spinning around all the time is in there. It's super awesome what they did. I really like it. I don't remember how much it costs. I think it was maybe like $4 or something. But I would maybe actually get it because my theme right now is the PS1 theme, which doesn't really look like the PS1 theme at all. It just kind of makes it look like a PS1, like the actual console. But anyways, this actually makes it look like a PS2, like the actual OS.
XMB or whatever they called it for PS2 at that time.
The firmware, I guess, is what you would call it back then.
Because it wasn't really. Well, I guess it would have been some sort of OS, but
it's still technically firmware now, but it's a little bit more of an OS. It does way more than it did back in the day.
Yeah.
Fallout 4 on the Xbox One X, it looks slightly better. Like the draw-in distance is further back. There's less fog. Wow, there's a bunch of stuff. It looks better. Like if you look at 2 screenshots side to side, you can actually see a difference. But if you play it on the PlayStation 4 Pro, it runs a tiny bit smoother. Just a tiny little bit. So either way, right now with Fallout 4, it's an old game.
Does it run at 144 frames a second?
Nope, it ran at like 28 and 29.
On all ultra settings.
No, it ran at 28 and 29 and 30, around that.
Yeah, so
yes.
I don't give a shit.
It's still Fallout, so it's an old game. Well, older game. It's not that old, but it's still it's not that new. By now, it came out before the PS4 Pro and Xbox One X. Let's say that.
Yes.
Let's say that.
Yeah.
Hey, the PS3 emulator on the PC right now. It over the last week there was an update that came out, and it made a lot of shit way more playable, and stuff actually went in game now. So Uncharted actually launched in game. They could not get past the menu screens before, and it runs okay.
So
it doesn't run super amazing.
What is this?
It's just It's just a PS3 emulator.
But so with it, like you're actually using your PS3 disc, or is it some sort of download?
I don't know. Let's say that maybe you could go download a file online and maybe run it. I don't know. That could be a possibility. Let's say. But no. They ran Jak and Daxter. There's a bunch of shit that actually runs now that you couldn't even get past the menu before. So. Even like Gran Turismo HD, the very first thing that came out during the launch day, that's only a downloadable. So I guess the only way to run that on an emulator would be to download it, because there's no discs of that game. But yeah, it's interesting to see. It's really interesting to see because it looks nice. But you look at Uncharted, when you see the characters from behind, you can see like the shadows of their eyeballs from behind, like. There's a bunch of stuff like that, but it looks okay.
I'm just like, because like if you're running it on a PC, I would assume you probably can get much better anti-aliasing and things of that sort.
If it gets to that point, right now they're just trying to get it to a point where it actually runs
works.
stuff. Yeah. Because I'm trying to remember what game it was. God of War. Maybe it was one of the collections. It might have been God of War 1. The shadows looked all fucked up, and they fixed the shadows, and it actually runs really nice now. So there's a few games that actually run almost 100% if you do want to run them, but they're mostly old games.
Yeah.
There's this is dumb. There's a Super Mario cereal out right now. I don't know if it's out in Canada though. I have no idea. But the box is an amiibo.
Yes.
So I guess that's cool. You could put it on your Switch or your Wii U and get stuff from it. I don't remember what it does. I think in Odyssey, it just gives you coins. It just gives you what the other amiibos that it's not programmed to know what to do with does. So that's kind of lame. Hopefully, they release an update where the box does something cool. But yeah. I would not try that cereal because it has some marshmallows in there. And marshmallows and cereal are terrible.
Mm.
How do you feel about cereal with marshmallows?
I don't have much sugar to begin with, so that would probably make my heart jump out of my chest. And
Well, when's the last time you had a cereal with
marshmallows,
Yes.
oh fuck, I would have been like 6, so fucking 25 years ago.
I hate it because it tastes like styrofoam.
Yeah, I don't.
The marshmallows do not taste like marshmallows. It's like some weird chemically thing that has to stay.
Well, that's what marshmallows are, a chemical thing. But hey, okay.
Yeah, but it's like soft and nice. In cereal, it's just like they're hard and like chewy. And our
Okay,
last news item here. What's going on? What's going on?
No, I did this emulator for the PS3
Yeah.
thing. Like, okay, I found the download for the emulator,
Yeah.
but then obviously they're not linking to any games here
Well, no, of course not.
because that would be illegal.
You can go to
But-
Pirate Bay for that.
Yeah, okay, I'm not doing that.
Or I'm not 100% sure that you can run it off the disc, but if you do have a Blu-ray
Well, you need
player,
a Blu-ray player, and
I'm
I don't even have a
100%
freaking
I'm 100% sure you could rip it off and then play it off
Yeah.
the hard drive.
probably.
But I don't know if you could actually play it off the. I wouldn't see why you couldn't play it off the disc, but who knows?
Then you'd still need to go buy $100 Blu-ray
Yes.
player.
Yes, unless you already have one.
Yeah, which I don't.
Jazz Jackrabbit 1 and 2 got released on GOG this week, and so did Epic Pinball the Complete Edition. I don't remember playing Jazz Jackrabbit 2, but the first one and the Epic Pinball game, I played that a lot. Like a lot. Those are really good games. If you like pinball, that's a really good virtual pinball. And while Jazz Jackrabbit, he's kind of like Sonic, but he has a gun.
Okay, I've never heard of Jazz Jacket.
Oh yeah, it's
Jack
like I
Rabbit.
think it's Cliff Blazinski's first game.
Okay, I definitely never played it, but okay, I do think I've seen. Yeah,
Mhm.
okay.
I played a lot of old Epic games, and then later in life, I was like, "What? Epic and Unreal? That's the same Epic that I played those fucking old DOS games on? That's fucking crazy." But yeah, it totally was all the same people. Jazz Jackrabbit. I don't know. He's a green rabbit. He shoots things.
Yeah.
He runs fast. There and there. That's the description. It's straight up like Sonic. He picks up speed. There's loop de loops in there too. But it's way more platformy friendly than it was with Sonic. So that's the thing I don't like about Sonic. Sonic, you're just fucking running, bam, and then you hit a wall and you just stop it and you're just like, well, fuck. I thought the whole point of Sonic was just to keep running, but there's fucking walls everywhere. In this game, when you hit a wall and you stop, it's for a reason. It's because you got to jump on platforms and shoot some shit.
Right.
So I kind of like Jazz Jackrabbit a lot, but that's before I had the Gravis Ultra Pad, so I had to play with a keyboard, and platformers with a keyboard is just not that much fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's say what the top 10 is next week, because then we can actually do it. You cool with video game box arts?
Yeah, I didn't do any.
No, for next week.
Oh, I guess I don't know. Like box arts or something I don't really give a shit about at
Hey
all.
man, hey, Doom was a PC game, bro, and I had a cool box art.
Sure. Some dude shooting a gun with a skull behind him.
Yeah, how many
okay.
cover arts ripped off Doom? All of I'm trying to remember. Oh, Wolfenstein was just him standing next to a wall, like stealthily, as a Nazi was walking towards him.
Something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it wasn't the same. But look at Doom. Like that cover is ripped off by so many games. Duke Nukem is the first one that comes to mind, but there's so many games that ripped off that fucking cover. That retro box art for the new Doom, that box art was fucking amazing. I loved that box art. Doom 2016 came with a reversible box art that you could flip over, and it would be like, it looked like the original Doom box art, but it was like New Doom is cool. There's a lot of cool box arts that I liked anyways. I don't know if I want to spoil all my cool box arts, but Doom had some good stuff. I'll say one more. Katamari Damacy. That box art is fucking amazing. God, that box art is so sweet. That game is also amazing.
Come on, Shaq Fu.
Shaq Fu's not bad. It's actually that's I will give that the best NBA box art of all time, and it's not even an NBA game. It's kind of like I looked at hockey box arts. Like the most exciting one is Mutant Hockey League, and maybe NHL '94, maybe, but they're all pretty standard as far as sports covers go. I'm trying to think of one that I don't have written already.
I don't care. Like, box art's horrible.
Some are awesome though. There's plenty of bad ones. I can think of bad ones right now.
All of them are bad as far as I like. These are like I've seen maybe like one or two like reasonable ones that.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? The Metal Gear Solid box arts. That first one's just the logo. So I mean, if you like logos, it was a pretty nice box.
Like Halo 2, just.
Yeah, no. Halo, all the box arts are not that great except for one. So, and I have it written down here. Like all the Nintendo box arts that were the black boxes are all terrible. And fucking, it's just a black box with a fucking sprite on it. Woo! So like the original Super Mario box art, it's a pretty bad one. I don't really like those ones. The original Mega Man box art is probably the worst box art of all time.
Yeah. Isn't it like a dude in a suit?
Yeah. That looks nothing like Mega Man, and he's holding a gun. Yeah. The Mega Man box art in Japan was pretty cool, and the box art in fucking Europe for Mega Man was fucking awesome. I would print that as a poster and hang it up on my wall. Mega Man Europe. That's an awesome box art. But Mega Man US, bad box art. Almost anything on the original Xbox, I would say, is a bad box art. They hadn't they were just slapping shit on those box arts for the most part. I'm honestly trying to think of one good original Xbox box art, like Ninja Gaiden. It's straight up. It says Ninja Gaiden, and it's fucking Ryu on one knee, like looking all stealthily. It's like there you go. That's the box art. That's a lot of original Xbox box art. They're all just a text with a character on it. Woo! Yeah, fucking awesome.
That's what I'm seeing here for everything. It's
no, but there's some awesome box art. There's some box art that's awesome.
I'm not. I'm even looking up some of the ones you have listed there, and I don't agree that they're good.
Oh, dude, Super Mario Brothers 3. Okay, that box art. Okay, yes, it's just Mario, but dude, he's fucking flying, and it was the first time that he did that. It's the first fucking time Super Mario was flying.
It's not something I can get excited about.
That box art was cool because he, like, you know, and it was early, so I don't know. I love that box art. It was really cool. The RoboCop box art is cool because it's just RoboCop. This is my list is short. Like I did no research for this. I was just coming up with stuff off the top of my head, and I was typing it in. I was like, oh yeah, that one was pretty cool, and then I added it. So this is like zero research. This is all.
Like you do realize, like 3 is nearly identical to 2. It's just he has the raccoon.
Oh, I know what 2 is. I remember what 2 is.
He's just jumping in the air, which 2 isn't really even a Mario game, but hey.
2 is awesome. I love 2.
Yeah, I'm not saying it was a bad game, but like outside of North America, I'm quite sure was it Mario in Europe? I know it wasn't Mario in Japan.
Yes. 2 Super Mario USA was also 2 in Europe.
It was, okay.
Yeah, no.
So to the majority of the world, it is Super Mario 2, but it was programmed like 2 years earlier as something else, and then Nintendo was just like, "Oh, this could be a Mario game. Let's put Mario in it."
and then it's a dream the whole time. So
Yeah.
it was technically not canonical, but then they brought a lot of the characters in anyways.
Yeah.
Like the Shy Guys are from 2. I'm trying to think of a box art that came out recently that's not Doom that was awesome. What came out recently that was awesome? Fuck. I'm thinking about movie posters now for some reason.
Yeah, like the movie posters are fucking cool. Like Skyrim, garbage. Mass Effect, garbage. Gears, better than the other 2. But it's still like Uncharted. I think Uncharted 2. I think is the best one I've seen.
Uncharted 4 is okay.
I don't know what Uncharted 4 is.
I'm holding it right now. It's it's kind of like a sad looking Drake. You don't know like what's like he's kind of he seems depressed a little bit, and it's called A Thief's End. So you're like, I don't know, he might be in trouble here. So as far as the box art goes, I guess it's not that bad. Okay, I'm looking up
as far as I can tell here, Uncharted 2 is the best box art that I've seen here. And I'm looking at hundreds. Like this is.
I'm specifically looking at PS4 box arts right now. Okay, give me something that's not just a character with text over it. That'd be nice. That would be nice.
And again, like, Draz from Far Cry 3. They could have done something so much fucking cooler, and then they just have him sitting there with a gun. With text behind his head.
You know what I actually like that I didn't write down? Oh, I did write down Borderlands.
Him shooting his brain out.
Borderlands 1 and 2.
Yeah,
both of those box arts are really cool.
Care.
No, but they're really cool because if you really look at him, he's shooting his brains out, but then you got to look at what's coming out.
Yeah, what's coming out of it? There's all sorts of but I don't.
Battlefield 1's okay. I like the actual art of Battlefield, but it is just a character with the fucking text over it. Box art nowadays not super amazing.
And like even in like NES date, most of them are still just bad drawn whatever's with the title. Like it's not. I don't know.
I remember some SNES box arts being cool and NES ones too. It's just you have to find them. You have to find them, man. I don't want to give up my whole list. Okay, here's one that I'm not going to put on my list, but I did really like, Hook. But it's just because it's, I liked that movie a lot. Robin Williams. All that goodness. Came out at the right time for me. That movie was I really loved that movie a lot. I should rewatch it. I wonder if it holds up.
I'm sure it doesn't.
There was a game called Arms. Oh, okay, no, never mind. That's a pretty cool cover though. Somebody made a box art for Arms for Super Nintendo, and it's actually kind of cool. The Donkey Kong box arts weren't bad.
Sure.
The Doom box art for Super Nintendo was okay. It was different. It was like a different angle of the same box art for the PC. Oh, the Maximum Carnage box art. Okay, that's going in my list. Okay, well I gotta stop talking about this now, because then this is gonna be my whole list. I love the Maximum Carnage box art. It's just carnage coming out of the sky, kind of. Anyways, all right, that's gonna be our top 10 next week. Steiner's not gonna be happy the whole time. He's gonna be like, I guess my 10 is this game. It doesn't suck. Matt, go do your number 9. That's gonna be next week. Tune in, guys.
It'll be fun. Not.
All right, so we're here every Monday, talk about video games. Next week, though, there's actual news to talk about next week because there's the Video Game Awards, the Game Awards. Because we might get sued by Spike if we say that again. And then there's the PSX right after. So a lot of PlayStation news and probably some Xbox news coming from the Game Awards, if I had to guess. they probably want to get some of their shit in there as well this weekend. So, yeah, there we go. Next Monday, we're here on, what is it, December 11th. Closer, inching closer to freaking Christmas.
Apparently.
Yeah, I'm not. The only thing I hate about Christmas is fucking traveling. I don't want to travel. I wish everybody was just here, and then I didn't have to go anywhere.
I don't go anywhere, and I still hate it.
If I could just stay right here, and everybody came to me, that'd be perfect. So I could just get drunk, go sleep where I sleep normally. That'd be awesome. But no.
Just pass out right in the middle of the day in front of everyone.
I would do that. I would do that if I didn't have to go fucking travel 4 hours and be somewhere else.
4 hours, bro.
I'm going to my hometown.
Oh. Have fun with that.
My grandpa and a lot of my family still lives there, so I go there.
Have fun with that.
I will. I do. It's fun. I get to eat a lot of food, and I get to see a lot of people and watch TV and watch stuff. So, you know, stuff happens. And play games. I play a lot of games, actually, with them, so that's also fun. See you next week.
Bye.